Good afternoon. Welcome to Profit Lifter Live. This is Keith. Today, we are going to be talking about how to get leads on autopilot and how AI-powered ads can help you grow your business. Because at the end of the day, if you're not sure how to get leads and you want to know how to run ads, leveraging AI is a very smart way to go because that's what AI does, is helps you understand. And so we're going to show you what you should be looking for, give you some tips, some tricks to using AI while you're running ads and working on growing your business. Give me just a second here. I forgot to edit this before I got in here, but that's okay. All right, here we go. Sorry, just making my face prettier for you, making it easier for you to see here. Okay, so is what we're going to be covering today: how to turn advertising from a money pit into a lead generating machine without the guesswork, wasted budget, or endless testing. So before we jump into what you need to be doing, the first thing you need to understand is why ads. And the trick to ads not working is it's not the fact that ads don't work, it's the fact that ads don't work for you. And we're going to fix that. We're going to take some time. We're going to dive in and really start to dissect why your business needs to be leveraging AI in the ads industry, and how you can understand what you're looking at and edit, so that while AI is doing it, you're making sure you're getting the best results possible. So why most ads don't work? Number one is a knowledge gap. Honestly, most small business owners, people getting started, don't know what kind of ads to run, what platforms to deliver them on, how to get the results, how to even put together an ad. Like it's kind of this enigma, this big thing that's out there. And, it's popular. We all know about it. We all know about ads, but actually knowing how to get in and run the ads is a completely different animal. And then once you're running the ads, now you have to think about, like, what platform am I going to be on? What's my message? How am I collecting the leads? There's a lot that goes into it. And so that knowledge gap's a big, big thing. And while you're getting started, like, people ask me all the time, like, hey, how much should I be dropping into my leads? The way that I look at running leads is, while I'm getting started, I keep it low. I may do $5, $10 a day. Just get it out there, start testing it, figuring out what's working, figuring out what's actually going to produce results. And then from there, it gets into the next part, testing costs. Now I want to start split testing. I want to be looking at trial and errors. I want to see what's working, what's not working. And by having split test available, by letting AI work with me to split test the ads to see what images are working best, to see what content's converting the most, what call to action is producing the most results. This is how you start to dial in your ad strategy. And why most of us fail while we're starting ads is very simple. We see ads all the time from these big giant companies that are kind of generic. Like, if you're online, like, let's say you're on YouTube and you're watching videos, you'll start seeing big major companies that we all know, they're brands that we trust, but they come across really generic. And the problem is that those cookie cutter ads may work really well for a nationally recognized brand because it's a household name. At that point, like, a branding campaign like that is really just about staying top of mind. But if you're a small business, or you're a growing business and you're trying to rapidly acquire market share, generic ads are not going to work. A cookie cutter ads that do not speak to your ideal customers lead to poor click-through rates and wasted ad spend. Now, there are times where you'll want to run generic ads, but not at the beginning. Like, this is something that, as you get into a big expansion, you're looking at scaling. At that point, running brand campaigns where you're getting really, really cheap clicks, but your lead conversions are low, that makes sense at that point, because at that point, it's just about, like, covering a blanket over everything, trying to get everybody to know who you are, recognize you, and be able to work with you. But while you're getting started, you need to make sure that you're avoiding a generic approach. And then the last one is budget drain. It's so incredibly easy to burn through an entire advertising budget with little or no return on investment. Unfortunately, I've been a part of this. I've done this myself. Like, I'll do something and I'm so confident that it's going to work, that I kind of take my guardrails off and burn through my ad budget and not get the results I was expecting. It happens. What you need to focus on, though, is making sure it's optimized. But these are why most of them don't work, is because we're too busy. We're too busy trying to get the end result without learning how the journey works to be able to define it. We're not testing to see what's actually working. We're going really generic, or trying to make everybody love us and thinking that's going to expand our market reach. And then we're not monitoring our budgets. And these are just some of the most common ones. I could keep going on that list for days. But what actually makes an ad work? Now, this is the important part. Success isn't luck. It's a science. It's a formula. And here are four non-negotiable elements that separate winning ads from the ones that are going to just waste your money. Number one is clear targeting. Targeting is reaching the right person at the right time. If you can master the art of targeting your avatar, the person that you want to talk to at the time that they're taking action, you're going to see your conversion rates just start to skyrocket. Now, what does this mean? This means with clear targeting would be this. You run a campaign, like let's say I want to run a campaign for Profit Lifter. My target audience is business owners, business to business owners, but there are buying indicators for me. So if they're looking at CRMs, they're looking at lead generation, they're looking at how to grow your business, they're looking at how to expand, and they're visiting websites that are talking about AI. These are targeting indicators to me that this is the person that I want to target. Some of the others for you may be like if you're in the business loan world and people are looking up business loan terms, they're visiting SBA.com. They're checking their business credit scores and business credit reports. These are all indicators that they may be in the market to be getting money. This is what you need to be thinking about when you're putting together your targeting, is reaching that right person at the right time, knowing what their buying signals are and when you want to engage with them to get the most interaction. Now that you know who you're targeting and when you should be targeting them, the next thing that you want to look at is how are you going to catch them? And this is what you call the hook. It makes me think of that Blues Traveler song. It's called The Hook Brings You Back. And I love it because if you listen to the words, they are just nonsense gibberish. Meaning that they're just sitting out there singing about things that don't make sense. And just going on and on. But the hook, the way that it sounds, comes back. It grabs you. And it's the same thing. Like your marketing message is your hook. It's the one thing that catches them, that makes them go, I like this. So the first 3 seconds determine if someone's going to scroll, stop, and engage with you. Your hook must instantly grab attention and spark curiosity. Again, your hook must instantly grab attention and spark their curiosity. From there, you want to have an offer that gives them clarity. And your clarity isn't about how awesome you are, makes you valuable, how you look the best, how you act the best, how you've got the best product ever, that you provide the best service. It's what's in it for them. Or like when I'm writing content or I'm putting together ads, I put myself in the position of the buyer, not as the person trying to make money from the buyer, but the person who's actually going to be buying. And so when I'm looking at something, I'm looking at it and thinking, what's in this for me? And it must be crystal clear within seconds. It can't be convoluted. You can't be going out there and having like these generic, just like bland, oh, well, we're going to help you grow your business. Okay, so is every other B2B company out there. What are you going to do to grow my business? Are you going to give me revenue? Are you going to help me improve my sales? Are you going to automate my business? Are you going to give me AI? Are you going to buy me a car? Like there's 1,000 different ways that somebody can help them grow a business, but you need to be crystal clear. Seconds. Confusion kills conversion. When you make your message convoluted, it starts to take away and detract from their ability to actually engage with you. Clarity creates customers. The more clear you can be on your message, the more people will engage with you. Keep it stupid simple, sweetie. Keep it stupid simple. Yeah, just those 4. It's just 4. KISS. Keep it stupid simple. Don't overcomplicate it. Don't try to sound smart. People want to work with people who are smarter than them, But the trick to proving that you're smarter than somebody is to be able to communicate with them on the level that they're on and get them to understand what you're trying to say to them without confusing them. If you can speak clearly enough to them inside of your message that they instantly understand, you're going to see people that are more interested in engaging with you. It may take a little bit longer to find that person, but when they start clicking in and they start opting in, now your conversion rates start to go up and things start to improve. And the last thing is going to be paying attention to your call to action. Make it ridiculously easy to say yes. Remove all friction, eliminate confusion, and guide prospects to the next step effortlessly. When there are too many choices, there is no action. If you're like, hey, act now, take advantage of number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Which one do you want? They're not going to make any decision because they don't know what they want. They're interested, but you need to give them a reason to say yes in a strategic manner. Meaning that if I'm out here and I'm running a webinar or I'm running demo funnel and somebody comes to it and they're like, Lifter has all these really cool things. They've got SnapOns, they've got AI SnapOns, they've got the prompt portal, they've got AI ad platforms, they've got all these cool tools. And I'm going out and saying, hey, you know what? Pay us $2,000 and we'll set everything up and then pay us $1,000. Like, they're not going to do that. But if I go out and say, hey, do you want to see it in action? Start your free 15-day trial and we'll help you get everything set up at the beginning. It removes that friction. It removes that anticipation. It makes it where now it's really easy for them to get started because they're not having to go out and having to make a big giant commitment. And it's the same thing with your leads. What is a call to action in your ads that makes it so easy for them to say yes, that if they're not interested, that it's very clear and easy. But if they are interested, that they can get started right here and then move to the next step and the next one and the next one and really make progress in in their journey together with you. So now that you know who you should be targeting, what you shouldn't be doing, and what you're doing, let's talk about where you should be running ads. And I feel at this spot here, this is where a lot of business owners start to become overwhelmed because we all have our favorite platforms that we hang out on. We all use Google of some sort. Most of us are on Facebook, Instagram of some sort. We're all watching YouTube videos, whether it's consistently or we see one that we're interested on a social media platform and we follow it. A lot of us like to use TikTok. A lot of us have cold email campaigns. But what you need to be thinking about is not what you enjoy watching, but where is your audience hanging out? Google Ads is a great place to start. Like if I'm running my first test, I love starting on Google Ads. And the reason is because with Google Ads, you're kind of I used to fish a lot. And so like I like to use fishing references. But if you're running Google Ads, you're basically going out and fishing in a pond of people who are looking for your lure. Like they're looking for the hook that you have. They're searching for it. And so you getting out in front of them kind of eliminates it makes it easier to target that exact person because you're narrowing it down by their search intent. Now, the reason that I like this is because this really helps you to narrow in your message and refine down your message and get it to a point that you know that people who are searching for what you're offering are willing to engage with your content. Now you can start looking at social media platforms because again, Google is intent-based traffic where you start looking at YouTube, you start looking at social media. These are going to be more intrusive marketing, meaning you're going to go out in front of them and go, hey, wait, don't stop. I got something cool that I want to show you. You're interrupting what they're currently doing on that platform. So they may be flipping through Instagram, looking at, vacation photos of a buddy of theirs. And then all of a sudden your ad pops up. Like you have got to convince them at that point that they need to stay with you. If you started with Google Ads, you're already going to have that content. The only thing that you're going to need to focus on now for Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, all these other channels is going to be how you're going to target those same people. Now, if you can get to a point where you're targeting and cross-targeting and retargeting across all these platforms, it's very incredibly helpful. But you want to be careful that you're showing your ads to the people that it's going to be important to. Meaning that for me, if I'm a business to business, running ads on LinkedIn makes a lot of sense. Whereas if I'm looking at running ads on TikTok, it's not quite the same market. We may have success there. We may have a good following and people who are engaging, but it's not my ideal platform of where people are going to be hanging out. So understanding how this is going to work. So Google Ads, again, is going to be intent-based traffic. These are people who are actively searching for what you offer. Facebook, Instagram, Meta is more of a visual storytelling and retargeting warm audiences. This is where you can focus on building brand awareness, nurture prospects through funnels. I love Facebook and Instagram for staying top of mind, meaning that you can meet your audience that's looking for you on Google. And then once they hit your landing page, now you're hitting them with your pixel for Meta. And now you're able to set up retargeting campaigns. So that means they found you based on search intent, but you're following up with them on all the different platforms because you want to stay top of mind with them. The next one you want to look at is YouTube ads. This is powerful for education and trust building. YouTube ads are really good because it gives you a chance to be in front of somebody, to get that face-to-face time, to demonstrate your expertise and to build a kind of deeper level. Do YouTube ads work? Absolutely, if you structure them right. I can't tell you how many times I've sat through a YouTube ad because they start talking. I'm like, this is actually almost better than the content that I'm watching. And like, I'll engage with it. I'll watch it and I'll follow it through because it's impactful. It's effective. It makes sense. YouTube ads are a great way to explain to people deeper what you do, meaning that you're not going to run the same ad on YouTube that you would run on Meta, YouTube for me would be like having more of an explainer video. So for instance, if I'm looking at a customer journey, I may start with a Google ad to meet the people that are looking for what I'm looking for. And then from there, now I'm going to retarget them on Meta and Instagram. So while they're out looking at family photos and connecting with friends, that I stay top of mind with them. And then I'm going to retarget them on YouTube because now they found us through a search and they've been engaging. They've seen our ads on Facebook and Instagram. Now, when this YouTube video starts and our logo pops up, they're going to be a lot more likely to stay because we're not strange. It's going to seem familiar enough that they're not going to feel like they have to instantly jump off that ad, but to overcome their objections, to speak with them directly about where we're at. TikTok is a great way for fast attention at lower cost. It's ideal for reaching younger demographics, but also for testing creative concepts quickly. TikTok, like my stepson, he's 16, he's about to turn 17. He's on this big kick. He's like, Keith, I'm going to start a business. I want your help. And so like he loves cars, and so he has a Mustang, and he likes working on it, adding aftermarket stuff. And I'm trying not to say racing, but he's a kid. He does what he does. So we were talking, and I was like, look, here's a great way to make money. Let's get links for the stuff that you're already adding to your vehicle, to your car, to your Mustang. And so he had some like X pipes, and we were looking at like turbos and things like that. And so he started doing product reviews on his TikTok channel. The second video he got was 1.6 million views from a teenage kid talking about car parts. TikTok has an incredible reach when you get started. It's a great way to test out different things. It's a great way to do a mass reach. And again, like for me, TikTok is I'm going to kind of use the same strategy that I'm using with Meta, but with TikTok, I can be a little more creative. Like one of the things that you may look at is like getting people engaged with TikTok, getting them to follow you, and then putting your YouTube content inside of a link and bio. There's a lot of different ways that you can engage with this. Next, you want to be looking at things like cold email campaigns. I love cold email campaigns as direct outreach. It works really well when it's personalized properly. If you can automate it to a point where you're using their name, you're talking about their business, you're talking about their needs, what they're looking for. You can cut through the noise and get directly into decision makers' inboxes. This is an incredibly effective strategy to saturate a market. And again, if you just do one of these, is it going to work? Yeah, it's going to have some success. But when you start coupling all of these together, now you start really capturing people. You seem like that unstoppable force out there. You have the same presence in their mind as Target, as Walmart. Why? Because they're searching and they're finding you. After they found you, now you're showing up on Facebook. Now you're showing up in their YouTube channel. Now you're showing up on their TikTok channel. Now you're showing up in their emails. You're just saturating them. You're like, it's impossible to get away from you. They're going to do enough research to find out if they want to work with you if you're following this. And then the last strategy that you want to look at of where you should be looking is like local SEO. This is going to be like long-term strategies that can time. This is going to be traffic. It's not free traffic because there's a lot of legwork and a lot of work that you have to do to get it there, but it's a great way. I always recommend local SEO for small businesses because this is where you prove that you're a real business in the marketplace. And if you can capture your local SEO market, it means you become the hometown hero. And when you become the hometown hero, it starts expanding outside of your hometown. The problem that I find with most SEO campaigns is that people immediately I want to be a national brand. If you're not a national brand, you're not going to become one. The reason that you're not is because these companies that are number one nationally, the reason they're number one is because they're spending hundreds of thousands of dollars into their content marketing, into writing blogs, into creating infographics, into just saturating the market and saturating Google with these SEO, with this SEO strategy. And they're just out buying you in the SEO world. But locally, you can make such a dynamic impact and override a lot of these multi-billion-dollar corporations because you're a local company. So you may not be able to own your state, but you can still be the mayor of your town on SEO. And getting there is going to produce you consistent leads that are going to close better. And the reason they're going to close better is because they're close. They're people that feel like they can find you or run into you at the grocery store or whatever. It's a great way to connect with your community and start building it up. So how is AI going to help you with this? Look, AI isn't just hype. We all know this now. At this point, AI is the future. We're already knees deep in all of this, figuring it out, working with it. It's the game changer for small businesses. If you're not embracing AI with your ads, you need to. There's no better time than now. AI copywriting is at the best I've ever seen it. And I've been using AI for content writing for about 4 years now. The content writing for ads is so good that I actually trust it to write my ad copy now because it works. It does what it needs to do. It does what it's supposed to do, which is incredible. But use it to generate better headlines and ad variation instead of spending hours with it. Test multiple angles faster than ever before to find what resonates. Now, this is one of those scenarios where I would put myself in the buyer's shoes and go, okay, if I'm buying this product, does this ad copy actually resonate with me? Does this make sense? Next, you should be using AI for smart targeting. Let AI algorithms learn who's clicking and engaging and converting. Machine learning identifies patterns humans miss. Almost every ad platform now has the ability to leverage AI targeting. It works really, really well. I'll share with you some of the things that I'm seeing in the advertising world. Meta is coming out with a full AI marketing suite where you're basically not going to have to hire anyone to do it anymore. The AI ad images that they're running in there are performing better than going to graphic designers. Meta is going all in on using AI and leveraging AI inside of the ad platform. And I think this is going to be the trend that you're going to see moving forward. These companies like Meta and X and Instagram and Google, they understand that if they can leverage their AI platform, that they can attract more ad buyers And so you're going to start to see them prioritize AI ad content and AI ad images over the organic ones, simply because it's going to beef up their bottom line for the smaller companies that are buying ad spend. Use the tools. You know that it's coming. You've been forewarned. This is the time to get out there and start leveraging it and start using it. Next, again, if you're not using AI for your images, this is the time. Create dynamic creatives. AI automatically builds and rotates ad variations, testing different combinations of headlines, images, and copy to maximize performance. When you're sitting down and creating your images, you should be having AI create all of your split testing images for you as well. You don't just sit down. You shouldn't just be sitting down and going, hey, create an ad for me. You should be saying, create an ad and 3 to 4 variations of this ad so we can split test it. Now, the magic of AI that is going to save you the most amount of time and make you the most money is automated optimization. Discover what's working fast. AI can shift budgets towards winning campaigns and away from underperforming in real time. We actually have this on our AI ad platform that will show you instantly what campaign's working. It will take 5 to 10 different images, 5 to 10 different headlines, 5 to 10 different content bodies, and mix and match them all together and split test all of them and show you what has the best performance out of everything that you're doing. It makes it so easy to actually see what is performing that there's no reason that you shouldn't be using it. Like, it saves hours and hours of time in your profit, in your processes. So how can Profit Lifter help you? This is what we specialize. We have pre-built ad templates for you. We've got pre-built funnels for you. When you start running ads, you shouldn't just be running ads to your website. You should always have a landing page, a call to action, automations, lead generation tools in there that once leads start opting in, that they're taking actions with you. These are all built for you in the SnapOn library. We've got ad campaigns that are already built out for a lot of you inside of the ad platform. We have the complete automation, your funnels, your follow-ups, your CRM integrations. Everything works together seamlessly just from click for you. Easy personalization. You don't even have to add your business details and logos. It's already done for you. We already do this with your AI content. Instead of spending hours trying to figure out how to build a landing page, you can simply go in, load a Snap-on, have the click to add the AI content, and it's ready in minutes. It's zero guesswork. No complicated setup, no technical expertise. Just plug in your information and launch. Why? Because it should not be hard to make money. That is our goal. We're going to make this so easy for you to make money together with us that you're going to love us. So how does it work with Profit Lifter? The way that we help our clients is from setup to sales in 5 simple steps. 1, you're going to choose a Snap-on. This is going to be your Prove It template. This is going to be like your lead generation campaign. This may be a lead magnet. It may be a webinar funnel that you want to run. It may be a retargeting campaign. It may be a specific sales funnel or a sale or a promotion that you want to run. From there, now you want to be looking at your set target and budget. Define your ideal customer. You figure out what your daily ad spend is. Simple control gives you full budget control without complexity. Keep it simple. Figure out what your budget is. Next, use the AI ad platform to generate your ads. Watch as AI creates the compelling headline, copy, creative variations, optimized for your audience and goals. Now, before you move past this part, let's be crystal clear. AI takes a lot of the grunt work out, but you still need to be involved. If you're not watching what AI is putting out for you, it can put out some really weird stuff that doesn't make sense. You still have to be engaged. You still have to watch. But instead of you having to sit down and brainstorm and come up with 5 different headlines and try to figure all this out, you're letting the AI doing it, and then you're performing the executive function of saying, I love this, I hate this, this doesn't align, this does, let's give me a couple more. And then from there, now you're taking what you know as the expert that is, it makes sense for your people, and letting the AI go and split test it. From there, you want to track your progress. Every lead flows directly into your CRM. You've got tracking. You should be able to see your reports. You can put it on your dashboard. So you log in the morning, you can see how many new leads you have coming in. You can see exactly where each prospect came from in their journey. You can start tracking your cost per acquisition, your cost per lead, your cost per click, everything. And then the magic formula of it all: automate everything. Automate your follow-up. Use your built-in workflows to nurture your leads. Let your AI engage with them in SMS, inside of Messenger, inside of WhatsApp. Send out text reminders. Stay engaged with people who come in. The reason that you have a hard time selling leads is because you expect a lead to want to buy from you the moment they meet you. A lead doesn't know if they're ready to buy from you until they've been courted, until they've seen everything that you have, until you've answered their questions. Your job is to communicate with that gets them to engage with you, that you overcome their objections and get them to work with you. You should not be doing this manually. This is an automated process. This is your automated system. So if you want to see it in action, lightning fast launch. Watch how quickly you can launch complete campaigns using SnapOns from 0 to live in under 10 minutes. See real examples of AI written ad content. We do have a live demo. It's not actually available just yet. It'll be out over the weekend. But we do have live video demo videos coming out that's going to show you exactly how to run AI ads with Profit Lifter, how to set up your lead flow and follow-up campaigns, everything with SnapOns. It's all right there, because again, I want to make this so easy for you that you don't even have to think about it. So why should you care about AI? Look, it's this simple. This isn't just about getting clicks, seeing how many people can click on an ad for you. It's about transforming how you're approaching your client acquisition. If you have never focused on lead acquisition, if you've never focused on what it takes to get a customer to sign up with you, this is very important. First off, leveraging AI is going to save you countless hours. It's going to fill in a lot of the gaps for you. You still need to have the creativity over it. You still need to be able to look at what it's doing and go, okay, this is really cool. This is really dumb. We don't want to do this. Stop spending weeks writing and testing ads manually. Reclaim your time for high value activities like actually closing the leads that are coming in and serving your customers. You can lower your cost per lead through optimization with AI. AI optimization reduces wasted spend and identifies winning combinations faster than you manually going through and looking at it. This is going to lower your acquisition costs. It's going to lower your cost per click. Stop guessing and start scaling. When you know that you can lower your cost per acquisition and you know you're at the lowest cost per lead possible, now you can start dumping money into it predictably, knowing, still understand there's going to be a cap there. You'll hit a point of diminishing returns, but until you get there, you've got a scalable path. You may be able to look at this and go, man, I can scale from 5 leads a day to 200 leads a day, and 5x, 10x my sales team and my sales output just from this one campaign. This gives you that availability or ability to be able to start scaling strategically, knowing how much it's going to cost you, and then being able to take that cost and being able to allocate the budget to strategically ramp up your growth. And then from there, now you get to focus on sales. When you have the leads, you can focus on sales. That's just the number one goal. You should never focus on sales before you get leads. If you're great at sales, but you don't have any leads, you're wasting your time. All right. So if you're not already with us, you should get ready. Get your leads on Autopilot. Start your 14-day free trial at profitlifter.com. Get full access to SnapOns, the CRM, AI tools, everything you need to launch your first automated campaign. No credit cards required. It's a free 14-day trial. We have done for you templates with SnapOns. Everything's pre-built. It's all customized automatically through your system. Why? Because again, we want to make this so easy that it just requires no work. So if you have any questions talked about, throw them into the chat, throw them into the conversations, or feel free to reach out to us directly at profitlifter.com. We'd love to hear from you. And until next week, go out and make a ton of money, and we'll be back here cheering for you. We'll see you next time.